Today, smoking is known to be a health hazard and is perceived with some derision by the majority of Americans who do not smoke. But this was not always the case. At one time, cigarettes were even seen as being easy on the throat, with doctor endorsements of various brands. But let's start with a brief look at the history of tobacco in America. Tobacco had been used primarily in the South, and was usually smoked in pipes or cigars until the middle of the 19th century. During the Civil War, both Union and Confederate soldiers were given cigarettes, introducing tobacco to the North. In 1864, the first cigarette factory was established, and that year, over 20 million manufactured cigarettes were produced. In 1880, John Bonsack invented the automatic rolling machine, and soon after, American industrialist James Buchanan Duke founded the American Tobacco Company, bringing inexpensive and readily available cigarettes to the masses. Cigarettes were warmly embraced as a favored pastime of teenage boys, and, although there was some concern over this, the critique ended with the onset of World War I and the ease with which cigarettes were carried into and smoked within the trenches. In fact, according to the Walter Reed Medical Center website, General John J. Persing once said regarding cigarettes, "You ask me what we need to win the war, I answer tobacco, as much as bullets." After World War I, an era of prosperity began, and with all the young men returning from war with cigarette habits, the tobacco industry looked to expand its markets. They found this expansion through marketing toward women. In fact, Marlboro cigarettes were originally sold to women as being mild as May, and the Tobacco.org website says that in an early ad for Marlboro, claims were made that women quickly develop discerning taste. That is why Marlboros now ride in so many limousines, attend so many bridge parties, and repose in so many handbags. An ad campaign for Lucky Strikes encouraged women to reach for a Lucky instead of a sweet. In 1933, the American Medical Association began endorsing Chesterfield cigarettes, a relationship that would endure for 20 years. Through aggressive marketing of this type, more and more people began smoking, and soon, according to a 1950 article published in Collier's magazine, fully half of the adult population was smoking cigarettes. This climate of acceptance continued through the 60s, but by the 1970s, public opinion was beginning to shift. In 1971, an act of Congress prohibited cigarette advertisements on television, and by the 1980s, cigarette use began to decline in America. In 1990, the city of San Luis Obispo, California, became the first city in the world to ban smoking in all indoor public spaces, and the state of California followed suit in 1998. Today, 35 states have full or partial bans on smoking in public places, and only 21% of adult Americans smoke. For further information on state and local smoking ordinances, please visit the Smoke Free World website at www.smokefreeworld.com/USA. Happy breathing!